Well guys, the best keeps getting better. An 8294 WS Rockwood fifth wheel here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. The best-selling family of lightweight fifth wheels out there, for many years now. Why is the question? Why are so many people turning to Rockwood? The fact that they continue to move forward and update and change with the times and listen to their customers, I think, is one of the big reasons. This is a diamond package. In previous years that had a far darker brown skin. Customers reported that was creating a little bit too much heat in their camper, so they wanted to lighten it up. Rockwood listened, and man, they have just a knockout look going on here. Rockwood fifth wheels are geared for half-ton short bed pickups. That's the biggest rig they make. This is one of their larger fifth wheels. This is one of the reasons they're able to accomplish that. The Reese Revolution Sidewinder hitch. The entire pin box shifts and pivots. You can check that video out on YouTube. It gives you the clearance on a short bed pickup to make a jackknife turn and back into a parking space without damaging your truck. Notice the detail work. They finish off everything. This is not raw and exposed under here under the pin box. Most people don't look under there. All of your baggage doors are fully insulated as well. And that's important because if this wasn't insulated, that would mean that the under area of your fifth wheel, specifically under your bedroom, would have no insulation and you'd freeze at night. Up here in the front storage compartment, you see it is pretty good and spacious. You see that there is a vapor barrier here. That material that we're looking at is there to keep moisture from seeping into the camper. This is just a little battery box I have hooked up to give us some power. Everything's easily wired. They tell you which wires go to what color right here. And notice there's just a simple battery disconnect. Nothing fancy, but man, do they work really well. Another new thing for 15.5, and that's the difference of what we're looking at here. This is a 2015.5 model. They've made some serious revisions to the 15s to make this thing happen, and a standard solar charge system is one of those. This is all pre-wired for solar. You don't have to get anyone to rewire anything. And pardon me if my hand creeps in the shot there. It's actually misting out right now, but I was so excited. I've been waiting for this new model to come in that even though it's kind of rainy and really kind of crappy out here, I sprinted out here right away with the camera, and I'm just sort of trying to shield it from my hand because, a digital camera and rain don't really mix very well. Another reason Rockwoods are the best selling, I think, is the construction. There's no one else that does everything I can tell you about these. A lot of manufacturers laminate their sidewalls. A lot of manufacturers are only pinch rolled, not vacuum laminated. If you need to know the differences, let us know. We can explain that to you because we actually educate our people on the products that we sell here. But you can walk up to the sidewalls and thump on most of them and they're solid. But walk up to the rear wall, Rockwood, it's laminated. Go to the sidewalls of the slides, laminated. Roof, floor, frame is all aluminum, everything fully vacuum laminated. You can truly walk, you can do jumping jacks on the roof. I'm not even worried about saying that. This is now prepped in 15.5 for a rear backup camera if you're interested in doing that. That is what the little black spot is up here. The diamond package I mentioned earlier is an upgrade bundle, and it's a good time to tell you we carry a bunch of these. We sell a ton of Rockwoods. We are the largest independent RV dealer in the state. And that means that we have a lot of these come through. They're not necessarily always equipped identically. However, we tend to have generally similar equipment on most of these. Like for instance, right here we're looking at power rear stabilizer jacks. Always check your options list, double check your pictures to make sure it's the right colors that you're looking for, because they may look a little different from this video. Now this is where this model really set itself apart for me. This is a fifth wheel with no bunks, but a full outdoor kitchen. I can't even explain to you how hard that is to come up with those kind of criteria. Notice that not only do you have your main power awning, not only do you have a second power awning, but you also have this rain cover right here, which is probably where I should be standing since it's sort of raining and I have a digital camera in my hand. Now, a lot of times when folks have a not necessarily complete full-size outside kitchen, they shrink down to the mini fridge, but Rockwood doesn't cut corners. You still have the big fridge out here, or as I lovingly refer to it, Dad's medicine cabinet. Now, even outside, you're still looking at full hardwood doors on these things. Part of the diamond package is the nicer hardware on the door handles, and this is all lumber core, so this is real wood that you can actually touch here. They leave you plenty of room down here for extra things like it's the perfect height for one of those little 0.9 cubic foot microwaves you can get real cheap around the holidays, and your little stove top right here. It's very easy, just kind of folds in, folds out. Slide that in. Put the door down, and you're on the road. It's just that easy. Let's step inside here real quick. I feel like I'm missing something outside. Oh! I knew it. I knew I was. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Ha! Another 15.5 update. Magnetic holdback latches. You don't have to have two hands or juggle something on your head to keep this thing held open. It's just that easy. And when you're done with slam latches, that's it. You're on the road, you're moving. Easy in, easy out. It's a little dark in here, so give me just a moment. Let me turn on some lights. There you go. Wow, night and day difference. Look at that. Now, this is a nice wide open floor plan. And again, this color scheme right here, this is called, I think, Metropolitan with the cherry woodwork. That's going to be a little bit reddish, a little bit darker woodwork here on these Rockwoods. There's different color fabrics, different color woodwork available in Rockwood, so always double check your pictures to make sure it matches what you're looking to take home. We have two big slides here in this living room. Here we have a sofa and a half kitchen super slide. So what's neat about this, your three big appliances, they're getting off the floor plan. They're pushing that off the floor, and that's what gives you just this big, massive, wide open space here. This is a new style of hide-a-bed for 15.5. Rockwood moved away from the air beds at 15.5. This is a memory foam sleeper sofa, but it's a, I guess, one motion. You have to see it to kind of understand it. The entire thing just pulls out in one fluid motion. It's very cool. But while we're here, I do want to point out that even the windows and the sides of the slides open in a Rockwood for ventilation. Now this is a rear entertainment model. Your stereo up top here does everything. AM, FM, CD, DVD. It's even Bluetooth enabled, so that if you have something like a smartphone, you can hook that up here and wirelessly enjoy music that you prefer right through your camper's stereo speakers. And again, remember, everything is fully laminated on this. Everything. I love it. Oh, this is really cool too. Now, part of the diamond package is the upgraded Corian countertops. But notice that they don't just do it on the kitchen counter. They do it here on the rear entertainment. They'll do it everywhere. And this is awesome. This is on a little spring assist strut. You simply push that button and just like, ah, here's your TV. So this is awesome because it gives you the best of both worlds. You have either a rear window or a nice 40-inch flat screen here. That's a Toshiba brand TV. They're not using any kind of goofy off-brand anything in here. Fireplace, if that's added to your fifth wheel, this acts as an electric space heater, so that is going to cut down on the amount of propane you need to use by using the electricity. You already paid for it at the park. The freestanding dining table here, I do like to mention, does have a little extension leaf I don't quite have pulled out. So there are some manufacturers that have a table that looks similar to this, but it doesn't have an extension. It's a lot harder to really fit 4 people at dinner time around there without that extension. But what I was going to mention is the size of these big 3 windows surrounding the dining table here. And this is on the door side of the camper. This is where you're going to look out. You're going to see your fireplace. You're going to see the grandkids running around. This is where you want your big windows. Now, they did add just a little storage pocket up here. And I was thinking, what would you put there? And I thought that's the perfect spot for like extra napkins and stuff like that that you're going to use here on the table. Or just, board game, cards, anything like that. Now, this is something I think is amazing. When that outdoor kitchen is in the slide, it kind of creates this weird negative space on the inside. They had to figure out what to do with it, and they turned it into a huge kitchen pantry. I love this thing. It is extremely wide, and check this out, because this down here is where the outdoor kitchen is. So up here, they put this big, easy access pull-out storage drawer here, so that you don't have to be 6 feet tall like me. Like even now, I have to stick my head in this thing to reach all the way back here. It's pretty darn deep. It's nice to have that easy access space. The refrigerator, we generally upgrade to the hardwood inserts here so that your refrigerator fronts match your cabinetry. We like the look of that for the sake of consistency. Another 15.5 update is they've started adding more and more of these ceiling vents here, so you can open your windows when you don't want to run your AC and get some good cross ventilation. And to help with that, a residential ceiling fan up here as well. Again, always double check your options list and check the pictures to make sure it matches the one you're taking home, please. Again, Corian countertops, and with a massive flip-up countertop extension. You're probably adding, I don't know, 20% additional counter space to this section right here. This thing is no joke. Notice that I love the 3 tiers on here, just like the 3 service and serving areas, and some big storage space below, and that's one of my favorite things. They actually gave you a place to put a garbage can or a wastebasket in this fifth wheel. It's really frustrating to me. There's a lot of fifth wheels that don't offer that. And as a person who doesn't just put together these videos, I actually go camping, I can tell you that after a while you get really tired of that cheap little Walmart plastic bag hanging off the door handle, and it bumps your leg every time you're at the sink. It's just annoying, and this gives it a nice, clean, out-of-the-way look. Nobody wants to see garbage in their nice Rockwood fifth wheel. Full Corian inserts here on the sink so that it gives you a full countertop flush area here and gives you even more prep space. And again, just like those $90,000 fifth wheels, we do have some nice residential hardware here in the kitchen. Another update, now they've had this for a little while, but I still love talking about it, is the glass top for the stove. They recessed the stove down inside of here, and that creates a countertop flush space to give you even more prep space. And again, microwave, stove, refrigerator, your 3 big appliances, they get off of your floor plan in this model. Let's move upstairs. I'm going to conserve a little battery power and move some things around here. Let's move up to the bedroom. There we go. So another 15.5 update, full 80-inch beds, not the shorter camper queens. So you can actually put queen sheets on this. And again, additional vents for cross ventilation in here. I love pointing out the little charging stations right here. So you have normal power outlets, you have 2 USB plugs, and then 12 volt, what we used to call when I was growing up a cigarette lighter socket. I think they just call them a power point. I don't even know the official name anymore. They keep changing stuff. But it gives you the perfect place to keep phones, laptops, any of that charge. You can keep, alarm clocks, CPAP machines for those with maybe some sleep apnea. You can keep all that right there. Looks like this model here, we did add the bedroom TV. The living room TV is standard. The bedroom TV is an option that we add in most of our Rockwood signatures, but please always double check your options list again. Now what's really cool is you see how it's on this angle here. That makes it a little tricky coming in and out, but the entire TV can move, it can rest flat against the wall, and this TV can actually be moved outside. Your underbelly storage has a matching TV bracket where you can put this and have TV inside or outside. Pretty cool. Now, this is your 3rd slide in the camper. This is a big wardrobe slide, and I really love what they did this year. They just made that a recessed alcove, and it really helps you understand the depth that you're looking at here. A lot of people looked at Rockwood and say, they don't really have any storage in the bedroom, and I'm like, are you kidding? You have to open up the cabinets. But a lot of people don't do that, so they show you right away how big these are. You can use it for decorative purposes, storage purposes. You can throw your husband in there if he gets in trouble. Not that I'm suggesting. Anyway, but notice even up here, full plywood box construction on your drawers. Everything's made to last in this. Now this is another neat thing, is this kind of goes halfway into the bathroom here. Let me sneak around and turn on some lights in here for you. Now, this is a little bit different in that it sort of comes in and snakes around. And they did that to give you this nice standing walk-in shower. And man, I love the look of it. You still have a nicer porcelain stool in here. That's the wedding ring test. So you have nicer stools in here. You have more floor space where you can actually get dressed. If you're sitting on the stool, you got plenty of foot room. They have a corner vanity section here, but they're still giving you a medicine cabinet. So you don't have to worry about putting your toothpaste and your dental floss and all your shavers and stuff down here. You can stow those away up here. And you have plenty of room in this fifth wheel. Take a look at the extra height that you get in here. You get plenty of space in this. I'm 6'3" and I'm standing up no problem. But notice too, we have a full-size Create-A-Breeze fan in here. We don't have the small 4-inch cheaper plastic fan. The advantage here is this thing pushes an immense amount of air. And from Rockwood, you see this grate back here. We're actually looking through the ceiling vent lid, and there is a cover above that here. There's actually, this is how easy this is. They even put a switch on the wall. So if you turn this on, it's like a refrigerator. It won't turn on unless the lid is raised. So we turn that, raise that lid, it turns the fan on. Man, that is already sucking a lot of air out of here. But what's really cool, if you start shutting that lid, you hear that? Kicks the fan off for you. It's as close to idiot-proof as it can get. husband proof. So, you know, there you kind of have it in a nutshell. There's a lot more to learn about this one. Like I said, this is a new model, and I expect this to really be the next big hit from Rockwood. This is an amazing layout. Lots of storage. Perfect couples camper with the option of adding a grandkid or two. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy camping.